Howdy folks, welcome back to Medicine Creek Farms. Down getting some water yet again for the cows. But the good news is I did some digging into the whole water thing because it seems like the cows use way more water during the wintertime. So I went and checked the seasons code and it was wrong. So I reported the bug and hey, a day later it's fixed on the development version of seasons, which I'm running. So the problem was the cows, or I guess any animal, was when it got below 10 degrees Celsius, they would use more water. It was backwards. So that's taken care of, but we still have to get water for the cows. And it's midwinter. Let me get the HUD up here. It's midwinter, 31 degrees. It has been the most boring winter. No snow, no rain. There's just been zero precipitation. Just a dry winter, I suppose. And, you know, it doesn't really snow a lot here in this part of Missouri. A lot of times we'll get, like, you know, maybe an inch of snow, something like that. So it's fairly accurate, I suppose. We do tend to get a lot of rain, though. I think it's just luck of the draw, just not getting that much rain. Come on, Big Red. You got this. Get out of the rain. So yeah, I've just been feeding the cows, watering the cows, and that's it. Hasn't been anything else going on. But I thought I'd check in with you here in midwinter, just to say howdy. And we're gonna go do cow chores. Pretty much all I've been doing. I've got a buyer lined up, I think, for the combine. He's going to come over tomorrow and take a look at it. Hopefully he'll buy it and get a good price, and we'll be good there. I think I might have said I sold the straw. I got the straw sold. I've kind of lost track of what I've updated y'all on. Go, let's get some water going. So hopefully we'll use a little less water now that that's all squared away. I haven't been tracking numbers. Let's use the right key there. But the math works out now. That's not the button I wanted to push, but that works, I suppose. I've been streaming Space Engineers over on Twitch. And it's F to get in and out of stuff, and yeah, I keep pushing the wrong key. I keep hitting E instead of clicking, and anyway, we need to get some TMR mixed up. The usual routine. And we're actually getting a little low on fuel with the Ford, but it doesn't use a whole lot when it's over here doing cow chores. I just need to remember next time that I'm over towards the farm to throw some fuel in it. We've still got plenty of hay, even with the extra cows. It's not been an issue. See if we can get backed up here. There we go. Drop that off. Just keep these right here where I can snag right onto them. We've got a nice bale front and center ready to go. Oh, we got a bale shifting around in the back there. So this episode will probably be short and sweet. There's just not, like I said, there's not too much going on. I'm just feeding the cows and whiling away the winter days. I thought about plowing up some more field, but I think we'll just go with what I've got for now. And we'll see if we can find a buyer for the cattle operation towards the end of next year, once we've got the cattle sold off, then I might expand the operation. Wow. Over in my Discord, thanks to DC Dave, he dug up a PDF. I think it's from the University of Missouri Extension Research, which is actually up. They've got some land up towards where I'm from, where they do a lot of that research. But anywho, he was showing where they'd done tests for amount of lime. And I've never seen anybody spread lime on fields, but maybe they do, and I just never noticed. So I ran through the math and did all the unit conversions. And it looks like I'd be better off, to be quote-unquote realistic, to do either 300 liters per hectare spread rate, which gives a little boost. And then, strangely enough, it tapers off until you get up to about 1,200 liters per hectare. And then you get a little bit bigger boost. And I think I was spreading at 600. I went back and checked the footage. So I was actually spreading like right in between those, which gives a lower boost than either 300 or I think it was around 1,100. I have to dig up my spreadsheet. So, yeah, a little bit of realism. Thanks, DC Dave, for bringing that to my attention. They were testing, I believe it was like pelletized lime versus what they called agricultural lime, which I assume is the powder form, but I don't know too much about it, but it was interesting. So I think I could stretch the lime a little further by going back down to 300, which is what I used to do, and I thought, well, that doesn't seem quite right. It doesn't seem like I'm using enough lime. So I bumped it up to 600. Slowly getting down towards 100 tons. We've got so much silage. And I used to bring this just up to 70%, but lately I've been just filling it. It's still TMR. It's just a little heavy on the silage mix. Around 70% is when the mixture is even, which makes me happy, but we'll go ahead and just fill it up. Stretch out the hay a little further, even though I don't really need to. Probably end up just selling the hay with the operation. I would imagine we'll have quite a bit left over. Maybe that'll sweeten the deal for somebody if they're ready to jump in and go. There we go, 8.04 tons. Good little load for the tractor. Trigger is all the way out here for some reason, but I don't think we'll dump it out on the ground. Wow, look at that. Actually backed in straight for a change. What you guys need? Pretty good little amount, but we're up to 106,000 liters of slurry. So I'm going to have to keep my eye open for a good slurry spreading solution. Now, I have seen some slurry tankers around Missouri. Back when I was a kid, I think it was a lot more common to use manure. About everybody had a little manure spreader. These days, I don't see those as much, but it could just be that I'm just not around it like I used to be. All right, cows are topped off. Their health is up to 84%, which is pretty darn good. Close those back up so they're not in the way. Let's go see how much water we have left. use all that water? Sure did. Alright, well, back down to the pond well we go. Kick those lights on just for a little extra visibility. Seems like this is all I do. Drive back and forth getting water. I could put a pipe in, but man, it would be expensive. I just don't have the extra cash right now. But with that water bug fix, should be a little less running back and forth in the wintertime at least. We'll just switch it for summertime. So, speaking of switching, we're going to switch up between corn and beans. So we'll put beans where we had corn and vice versa. Since the ground's not frozen, I might actually do some cultivating this winter. If it stays warm enough. Get all those stalks cultivated under. But other than that, it's just taking care of cows. So next time I check in will probably be spring, unless something noteworthy happens in the rest of the wintertime. Good job. Got to remember how the collisions are usually bigger than the visual model. Pumper full. Alright, kind of a shorter episode. There's just not much going on this winter, so I will catch y'all next time. Thanks, as always, for hanging out, and take care. Really quiet gas motor.